Hey everybody, happy Memorial Day weekend.
Hello.
We just decided to go live and tell you guys a couple things.
What? What? What?
That's why we say subscribe to the channel, because you never know when we may go live. You just never know when K-Pro is going to call me and say, we're going live right now.
Hey, Mike. Mike. I have something
Yeah.
to say, and it's really actually pretty interesting. And so I thought, why wait? Because we don't want to distract from tomorrow night. We already have a topic and information. So I
Yeah,
thought,
we'll
why
just do it now.
not? Okay. So I am not seeing.
Yeah, we're
I-
live.
We are live. Okay. Well, then I
Hmm.
believe you. I just don't see. I don't know. Oh, I have to pop it.
What are you
So
trying to find us? What are you trying
I
to
was
find?
trying to find the feed and I was trying to find if we had a chat room and
Yeah,
I
we
see it
do.
now. I see Davio and I see AJ and
Hey
I think
everybody, happy
yeah.
Memorial Day. What are you doing for Memorial Day, everybody?
Well, I can tell you it is about 90 degrees here and so all the pools open on Memorial Day weekend and it's been awesome. So my gym has a pool that has slides, so my kids spent the day in the pool and I spent the day. See, I got a little bit of sun, a little bit.
That's
See?
cool.
Yeah, a little bit. What'd you do, Mike? Oh, JBR Princess. This water's for you, baby. She's drinking.
Uh, and I don't
What is?
have any coffee because I already had one. I'm chilling with the boys. They're both. We just watched a movie, and now Eric's playing Minecraft and singing a song. If you guys can hear him, but we went to the pool yesterday. Today it's cloudy here in Vegas. It's not. But when you're out here next weekend, it's supposed to be 90. So I definitely want to
Yeah, I
get
was
to
gonna
the
say
pool then.
cloudy and what? Like what's cloudy? So that would be
Oh,
cold. What is it?
no, the temperature is still 80s. It's
Oh,
80s. It's just I don't. I like the sun out if I'm going to go in the pool.
okay,
That's all.
okay.
So
Well,
we.
hello all. We're gonna let you file in because we have some Forrest Fenn content that
Yeah.
I think was time sensitive. So I said to Mike, I called Mike, said, "What are you doing?" He's like, sitting and hanging out with the boys. I said, "We must go live. We have a video to share, and we have a couple. I have an email that I need to share, and it may be from our lead searcher, or I think a pretty seasoned searcher, and so I think it's important that
I.
we
Yeah.
give groundbreaking news when it happens.
All
But
right.
and
All right.
no, the treasure chest has not been found.
Yeah, no, it's
But
nothing like that. It's more of a
yeah,
fun thing. Should
yeah.
I send the link to Forrest? Do you think he's seen the video yet?
Yes, he has seen the
Oh, he's
video.
already seen it? Oh, okay. Well, what would he say? That'd be
I
pretty
mean,
funny. Be careful.
hypothetically speaking,
Hypothetically, he may have seen it because he doesn't talk to you, so I don't know how you would
yeah,
know that
I don't want
he's
to talk.
seen the video.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
Not trying to
Yeah.
cause any problems. All
I
right.
know. Yes.
So when I post these, if I ever miss a Facebook group, just let me know. I try and go through and just post a link. And if anybody doesn't want me to post a link in their Facebook group, let me know, and I won't. But
And
I try
Damon
and say when we're
Jacobs
gonna go
says,
live.
"How did you get my email about the topo map?"
Oh, yes, I got a whole bunch of emails about topo maps, and I have not gone through them yet. I kind of been chilling with the boys for Memorial Day weekend, so I will. I'm going to get the list together. I got to figure out who's going in a map tube and who is not, and I got to get manila envelopes, and I got to do all that stuff. So either
Yeah.
tonight or tomorrow, I'll go through the emails. So yes, I did. There's probably 25
Because
people that are looking
by
for topo maps.
by Thursday, the World Series of Poker starts, and you're busy.
Yeah, you're
You're
right.
busy,
Right. If they're
sir.
not being mailed by Wednesday, they're not going until the following week. And I'm not getting them all mailed by Wednesday. I already know that. So you guys, you will get if you donated, you will get a topo map,
Yeah, and
for sure.
everybody I think from the marathon got. I've been seeing Susie did a show on hers or a video, and so Toby does a notification on YouTube. He showed
Hmm.
his, so I think people have received theirs all around the nation.
Yeah,
So thank you,
everybody
Michael.
should have got it. Yeah, should have gotten it. And I could have put a note. I remember it was funny because when Susie opened hers, she was kind of like, "Oh, that's it." Like I didn't say, "Hey, thanks for coming." I didn't do a note. I just put a book and a coin in an envelope and sent it. So
You
could have did a
forgot.
little personal. Yeah, I know. I was in a hurry. I wanted to get it all out, and I do
Yeah,
these things at lunch from work half the time. So could have
yeah.
put put a little thank you for coming on the marathon type thing, but I didn't. So I would like a tube, Lyle. Email about. Yeah, okay, Damon. Yeah, I think everybody who donated, I'm going to email them to say if you want it sent in a tube as opposed to an envelope, this is what it costs, and I'm thinking $10 is what I'm thinking. But well, yeah, I'll figure that out for
Okay.
sure.
Excellent. Okay,
All right,
so
Aaron's got a question.
oh, Aaron, yes.
Have
Have you
you?
heard the interview where Forrest says he has not been in Yellowstone since 1950?
All
Yes,
right.
I.
Yeah. So what's your take on that? Because I know at face value you think, well, then he couldn't have hid the treasure chest in Yellowstone because he hasn't been back since 1950.
I don't know if this will blow up the Fenn Nation or not. I emailed them and said, "Are you kidding me? You've told me you have been there since then. You're a big, huge liar or
Yeah.
something." And he said, "K Pro, K Pro, K Pro. I meant I haven't been up there for the entire summer." Like he's like, I didn't say like ever. Like he's
Right.
like, of course I have between being on the board, and he named like 4 or 5 things. He's like, of
Yeah.
course I have. He's like, you're taking it out of context. And then the next day on like the boards, everyone's saying, rule out Yellowstone. He's never been there. And I was
Yeah.
like, haha, I wasn't the only one. So I did have,
Well,
this was
yeah.
maybe a year or two ago when that first came out. I was like, Forrest Fenn, and like I do that a lot.
Nice
So
covert one, real nice. Yeah, so Aaron, you have to take it into context. Now, we would have to read the full interview when he made that statement, but yeah, he meant he hasn't been there. I think what he meant, I think personally, when was Forrest Fenn born? 1937, 33, in the
30,
30s.
1930.
Yeah, in 30. Okay, so what I think he meant is, like you said, spent the summer. He would have been 20 years old in 1950. So I think he was trying to say that's when his summer trips to Yellowstone stopped.
Well, but
Like
we all
as a
don't need to weigh
family.
in.
Yeah.
I heard from Forrest what he meant. It's like we all don't.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, oh no, this isn't. There's no question. That's
Yeah.
what he meant. But if you read that
And he thought
article,
I was silly. He's like, you silly goose.
well,
I'm like,
he's
no,
got to
how he said
understand,
it.
yeah, that people are going to take what he says a certain way. Right, right, right.
And
And then also when he said my heart's in Yellowstone, and then I think then he was like in the summer, but my heart's in New Mexico in the winter. He kind of corrected himself. So,
yeah,
yeah.
He's
He's kooky like that.
Devil.
That
He's
Forrest
a sly
Fenn.
little devil.
Right.
So, I have a question. Does anybody think my lighting is better substantially or not?
I think it's awesome.
Because I know some people have questioned. They want to see the boxes, and did we actually buy equipment? Which I won't even comment to. But I just got a
Look
something or other lighting system, and I just turned it on. It's not, and all the like little white things, and anyway, the colors are more vivid. It's worth the $100.
Yeah, now I have to get some. So I will say, everybody, super chats on. You know that. The difference is we don't complain when other people get super chats.
We are
But
not
anyway,
doing that.
but
How
anyway,
about every time we make a reference, everyone has to drink because it's wrong. We're moving on. We are
proud to be an American. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
You know what? And especially to you, Michael, being a service
thank you.
vet,
Yeah.
and to Toby, and to Forrest, and to Jason, and to
everybody
Rodney,
else, and to Forrest Fenn.
Yeah. So everybody we can't think of, but thank you for making sure that we have this great nation where on YouTube we can say anything we want, no matter if people like it or not. I'm going to take a drink right now.
So Anand says maybe a little bit more light from your right side. So in other words, they're supposed to be like this coming in, but if you're against the wall, right?
Yeah, the wall. Yeah. So I might be able to move all this over because it's supposed to be even
center
on
it.
Sides.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I got some work to do, and Mike keeps giving me a hard time. I need a map right there.
Yeah, you need the too far to walk map on the wall. But let's ask the room. So she has a big light and it has an umbrella. Does the umbrella go behind the light or in front of the light for the softness? I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. So if you see this,
keep me in the dark. Fabio said.
Like it goes right here in front of it is what I think. Toby,
maybe it does. Yeah, okay. I don't know because I don't have lighting, but I'm gonna get one with the super chat donations. I'm getting one.
Look at how cool this is.
Turn it up all the way.
I know I can turn it
off.
Oh
yeah, see that's down. I can see the difference.
Or I can turn it up, but it only had directions on how to do the remote. Like I was supposed to know.
Yeah, see if you go up all the way, I think that looks better.
Okay, and then but then I have these. They go on to, like some of them are for.
What are those?
Toby.
Oh. Sorry, that's the first thing I thought of.
No, yeah, you're a guy. I get it.
Yeah.
But no, these are to go on top of the. Like right now, it's white. But when would you ever use blue? And when would you ever use? I don't know.
It depends what when you put it on. It depends. It's not going to turn the light blue, is it? It's just a softener effect.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Again, Toby, I need you. That's all I know is Toby. Yeah. So I literally got it out of the box. Then I got an email from our. Oh, thank you, Copper Dan. Please encourage Michael to be more inappropriate and get in trouble. right before my visit.
That's top secret info, Michael. But you can answer it if you want, Capra.
I live in NC, baby. There's a few people that were up on Facebook saying, I'm in NC. Is anybody here? And there's like 10, 12 of us. I've met up with 2 or 3 of the searchers, and we actually want to do a meetup. So we'll do that eventually.
Rudy Green says it changes the color temperature to match ambient light. I don't know what that means. What is that?
I think that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I got to order some stuff off of Amazon.
Well, and I got a tripod, and I got, look at this. And then I got all the extra
spent
stuff
some
here.
money. And she got a camera that was over $1,000, right?
I got a camera, and that's going to Yellowstone. But I will have to tell you, it is not only that, it is all the little extras, the like memory cards and the SD cards and the what do you
Oh, he said the blue is for outside light, sunlight. Oh, so that's interesting. See, I just don't, I got to get into all this stuff, including getting a microphone, but not external, so I'm not using this.
And I can hook it up to, look, I can hook it up, and this it makes it go into the laptop so I can stream live if we want to do like the coins. And then I got a tripod, and then it has a zoom lens that will take, I took the Forrest Fenn coin, and it makes it like you can read the entire poem.
Oh, nice. You can zoom in on it. Okay, cool.
So this is, they said state of the art. And then we got to lighting, and I'm like, this is getting so expensive. And they're like, don't do everything like high end and make it sure it's wonderful and then go low end on the lighting. And I'm like, I just had sucker written all across my head when I went into Best Buy. Okay. So I think we've given enough time.
Rob G says they still make camcorders. LOL. That's kind of what I thought, but hey, it'll work for the function.
Actually, that's exactly what you said. When I talked to the guy at Best Buy, he's like, no. And then we started working, and yes, they do.
Yeah. Copper Dan says he got his at Best Buy for about $100. Well, K-Pro has one, and she's going to give it to me, and I'll see if I can get it to work.
I have one. Yeah. And
what kind of a microphone is that? But I'll try it. I'm going to try it. I wonder if I need the mouth shield and all that stuff that goes over it. There's
like they say this is all
windscreen, whatever you call that.
I don't know.
We'll learn into it, and that's where the super chat money goes, is to help with all this stuff.
Look what else I got.
Everybody. Oh, isn't that awesome? Yeah.
Yeah, and then this one, this is his and hers. Here's hers.
I like black better, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, they didn't have my size. That's right. So when you come out here, we're going to go to the mall. I'm hoping they can do it without the square. So the place where I go that's done the hats and stuff, we're going to have a couple made. Pretty cool. Pretty. Yeah, it's fine. It's just,
Yeah. But
all right, everybody.
Cool?
Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Okay.
All right.
So hard-hitting content. I know some people record and actually time how many minutes we focus on just content. Start your timers now. We are focusing.
Right. I'm going to share the screens. I'm watching this for the very first time. I've not seen it before. So let me share my screen so we can watch it together.
Okay, so some of you may, or let me tee it up, Mike.
Yeah,
some of you may or may not know that Cynthia Meacham has been boots on the ground. If you don't know Cynthia Meacham, you're in a different planet. She has gone boots on the ground, and she had a pretty considerable mishap. And we want to make sure. Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be laughing a lot through this because I know she's okay now. I have a couple follow-up emails, but she had an incident with bear spray.
Well, wait, let's just play it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Well, no, you let the cat out of the bag now. So
she had an incident with bear spray, and then we're going to see the video, and then I have the follow-up emails that I want to share, and then we can talk about it. But talk about a seasoned vet. Just wait till you see, and this was a painful experience. So, hit it, Mike.
All right, everybody, and yes, we have Cynthia's permission to play this. By the way, here we go.
Yeah, in writing.
Oh.
I heard it. Was that the discharge I heard?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Yeah, that's why she's coughing.
Oh.
Oh, my God. I just sprayed myself with bear spray. Don't ever do that.
It's a pretty beautiful country. Look at those trees.
I don't know if I need to get my pants off or not.
Uh-oh, Cynthia's taking her pants off. Can you hear it, K-Pro? Oh, you can't hear it. Oh, okay, well. I got to figure that part out, too.
A person would be so stupid as to do that. I stopped my crotch.
She says she just sprayed her crotch.
This is not really very funny. Has any searcher ever done this? I had my bear spray in my pocket with the trigger off, and I just sprayed myself.
Oh, no.
And I am not kidding you.
Oh, she did spray her crotch. So the bear spray was in her pocket and went off when she bent down.
Taking my pants off and washing out my pants.
Oh, sled neck. Wait until you hear what
I did not quit. I got smarter. Oh, that was it. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to, this is the email that I got from a good friend. So here's what she said. Okay. In a nutshell, weather cleared, roads dry mostly. Went to my search spot today, found the Omega in the creek, and waded across. It's at my spot below the Homer Brown, left there and drove to where I parked and waded across the braided creek to my possible WWWH or heavy loads or water high. Saw a grizzly while driving there, so I was careful and decided to carry bear spray in my hand as I hiked. I removed the trigger guard.
She removed the trigger guard. That's probably problem number one. But maybe you're supposed to do that.
I was making lots of videos to document my solve. I put the canister in my pocket to bend down and start recording. I accidentally sprayed myself inside both of my thighs and my crotch. I think it's okay to say crotch. Ouch. Yeah. I'm not going to say some of these words later. It burned bad. Thank God it didn't hit my beep, but it did hit my beep. And that was on fire.
Her tookie. Is that a word, tookie? I don't know.
Keep it clean.
All right.
Went back to the truck, pulled my pants off. Did you know that bear spray is orange? I did not know that. And side note, Capro did not know that either. Cleaned myself with Molly's baby wipes. Had another pair of pants, so continued my hike to the lake to touch the water. Searched the blaze there too. No treasure found, of course. So surprise.
So she kept going after she sprayed herself. She's not going back. She's kept going. That's funny.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Her is on fire, and she's like, "I'm not giving up."
Or cuckoo.
As I drove back to Cody and got a signal, I called a person we know, and to Google what to do. It said,
"Would that person be Forrest?" I'm guessing. I don't know.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not giving up her personal network because people focus on them and they will tell and so no.
Okay.
I drove. It said to rinse with whole milk. I stopped at the convenience store and bought a half a gallon. That is all they had. We'll try that next. In the meantime, I'm also drinking Bailey's. I thought it might be pain from the inside out. Ha ha. Wish you were okay. There's some other personal stuff. And so then I said, oh my God, I'm in tears from laughing and enjoying this so much, but I know that you're in terrible pain. I love your boots on the ground stories, etc. But I gave some other things. And I said, do I have permission to use this? And she said, yes, the stupidity of my boots on the ground. Use it as a public service announcement for anyone that carries bear spray going for Forrest Fenn's treasure. Remind them not to put it in their pocket without a trigger guard. In my zest to make my video, I forgot about it. If I had sprayed my face or my eyes, it would have been a totally different ending.
Yeah, that would
I would have been incapacitated and not able to drive out or continue my boots on the ground search. Right, Cynthia. You might not live, but let alone I wouldn't have been able to find the treasure.
I thought for sure she was going to take her pants off in that video. So thank you, Cynthia, but not in the video, though. Yeah, exactly.
The crotch pain is livable. Sorry.
It's crotch pain.
Totally inappropriate to say.
It's probably going to hurt.
Is not. And then she went, and so that was yesterday. And so I asked her to check in today, and see, we get.
So she had to pour milk down her pants. She probably did that in the parking lot of the convenience store. That would have been pretty funny to see.
Yeah. Let's see. She said, this was this morning, I finally got it to stop burning. It was really bad last night, all the way until 5 a.m. I got up, stood in the shower, and poured milk on my inner thighs. It alleviated the pain immediately. But that's only temporary. I think I'm over it about 24 hours later. And then she goes into some other stuff.
Probably hurts when she pees. We all been there, right, guys?
Oh, yeah. I think you guys have the same, come on. But here we go. So a seasoned searcher that's been out at least 200 times. But here's the thing. She's been out in New Mexico. Bear country is different. Using bear spray is different. Taking could you imagine?
Is she always taking bear spray with her in New Mexico and everywhere else, or is this first for her to take bear spray? So my question would be, are you supposed to remove the trigger guard Like, so it's ready to go when you're out in the field, or you only do that
No.
when you see a bear? I don't.
No, from what I've only dealt with bear spray on 4 times on my boots on the ground. There's a little it's almost like a plastic thing that holds it so it can't, that the trigger guard, even if you tried, you couldn't pull it out. You take that off, and I think Slednick's in the room. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but you leave that trigger in, because look what happens when you don't. It's kind of like when you walk around. Let's say you decide to bring a gun. Would you take the safety off, or do you leave the safety on when it's in your holster?
You leave it on, of course.
You leave it on until
it's about safety, right? First, and then Covert One says this is going to turn into a painful drinking game at the function. You pour a shot on your crotch, I guess.
Oh my gosh. So I will just say, I mean, when we look, leave the safety on until you are about to spray. Yeah. So I would be taking the safety off if I saw a bear, but I wouldn't be taking it off just because, like if a bear was in my general area as I was trying to get out, I'd probably take that off. But everyone take a drink. Okay, we will.
Yeah, we might have to talk about the shots situation with the next marathon, but we'll get there. June 15th will be the next marathon, everybody. Broadcast simultaneously live with AGK. Should be fun.
Pepper margarita. Oh.
But yeah.
But what a great, I'm glad she's willing to tell her story and even be teased a little about it, because she's really putting the community in the forefront of bear spray issues,
and safety.
What could have happened. And I mean, we've all been there, done that on some situation. So
leave the trigger guard on, I think, is the moral to that story, right? Until you absolutely need it. Hopefully if you see a bear, you have enough time to, I don't know what the trigger guard's like, but hopefully you have enough time to get it out and get it ready to use it.
And who would have known? Milk is what you're supposed to put on your area, any area that gets bear spray on it.
Your area.
I did not know it's orange.
Oh, the spray is?
The spray, like if it hits your skin.
So you're trying to say Cynthia now has an orange. Looks like Bozo the Clown down there. Anyway. So yes, well, yeah, you're right. At least she didn't spray her eyes or anything like that. When I was in boot camp, here's a Memorial Day story. When I was in boot camp, they made us go in the gas chamber where they want you to know what a chemical biological attack could be like. So you go in there with the gas mask on, but they make you take it off, and they make you sing. We had to sing Jingle Bells, and there's about 30 people, and they look to make sure everybody's breathing. You're not off pretending to hold and it's bad. I mean, you throw up, it comes through your nose, your eyes, and then you run out, and it's water. But I think milk would work as well. But yeah, that's nasty stuff. I can imagine bear spray in the face would be like the same way. So
yeah. So anyway, does the milk work better, feel better if it's... Oh, God. It's Craig. I did not see it was Craig.
If you have a partner to pour it on, maybe. I think he means something else. Anyway, burn spur orange.
This is serious. You guys are being honored. This is serious.
We can make fun of Cynthia a little bit. It's all good that she's okay and that,
Yes.
I'm sure she's going to put a blog up on her blog about it.
I think she'll have it up tomorrow. She'll be home, I think, tomorrow. And she is empty-handed. So, or at least that's what she's told me. So,
right.
Anyway, I did think it was interesting. Somebody who's been so many boots, and it's not only so many boots on the ground. She is like an avid outdoors woman. She is not just Flatlander that has been boots on the ground a bunch of times. So see what can happen, and I consider that a closer call than I would like to see. I mean, once I heard she was okay, we just were able to. I mean, I told her I was in tears. Remember that one time I caught the giggles? Oh man, I caught the giggles when she was telling the story, and we have some inappropriate talk that we went offline on, but it was like, oh, it could only happen to Cynthia. Look what happened to Cynthia. She is so fun. So anyway,
well, that's pretty funny.
Anyway, that was what I wanted to bring to you all, because when we get Cynthia's blog update, we'll make sure to put it in the comment section down below.
A link to it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that video is up, and you can see it again and again, but you can see where it's on one side. Oh gosh, but here's the thing, Cynthia, what the heck are you thinking? You have the bear spray in your area and you go and finish up your boots on the ground? Like,
yeah, right. It could have been burning that bad then if she went and finished looking where she was looking, but
yeah.
Oh, she already posted it. All right.
Did she post the blog article or did she only post the video? She was having a hard time like getting it updated and posted up there. So anyway, I wanted to make sure you guys already had that. She was thinking about finding the chest. Yeah, could you imagine the story?
Right.
She has the video and she's like going out and both. Okay, she has it up. Okay. Or Cynthia's that tough. Yeah, I'm with AJ. I'm with my second favorite cow. That Cynthia's that hardcore.
Right.
Yeah, she. As someone in Yellowstone last year, I can tell you how difficult to know. Should I hold bear spray? Should I do a video? Should I hold the walking stick? See, now I had the walking stick. I put my bear bell on the walking stick, and I had on the side, there's a side little holster, was the bear spray for me. That's how I did it. And I got to hold all that stuff because my search partner said, I can outrun you. You're going to need all of that stuff. And he was serious. We had a deal. Like, both of us had kids. We're like, we're not going to save one over another. Now, if we found something that we both like could defend it, but a grizzly bear, it's like whoever could run out first. I was fine with that.
Why are people saying bear spray attracts bears? That is the opposite of what it does, right?
Well, there's some controversy about it. And if you ever want to, you could actually Google that. And there's been studies done and all of that. I have heard you actually should just urinate and then they run the other way. And I'd pee my pants anyway at that. Yes, because some people say that's exactly what it do. But
then why is it bear spray? Like, what are you spraying it?
It still hurts them, but don't sit around because it'll attract bears. I don't know why. I don't know the.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
You had a bell. That's silly. Sassy.
The bell. Does the bell attract bears too?
No. So one of the things that I don't know if it's silly or not, but it was only like $5, so why not?
Yeah.
Is you're supposed to be very you're supposed to. Well, she's
loud, right?
Cynthia sings.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just supposed to be loud. So
they'll run away. Yeah.
Right. And so if a bear's around, you don't want to startle it. So if you have a bell. And I was talking away. You guys know me. I don't have any problem with that. And so we were talking, but the bear bell was fine. I bought 4 canisters of bear spray and I've hit them every time, probably next to Dale's cache. So bear bells don't work. Well, bear bells don't work. Bear spray doesn't work. I was a walking fool.
What works? What about Bigfoot? Any Bigfoot sightings up in the Yellowstone area? I'm serious. Is there any of that, or is that like the remote forest up in Oregon and Washington and all that? There's a Netflix special about Bigfoot. They have some video where it's like, wow, what the heck is that thing if it's not a actual
Mike
Bigfoot?
has tried to get me to watch it, and
I like conspiracy series stuff. Conspiracy theory
UFOs
stuff.
And Bigfoot, all of that I think you like.
Yeah, for sure. Skinwalker Ranch. Anybody? We could do vlogs just on that, but I just don't know.
Skinwalker Ranch
in Utah, the Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah.
That sounds
Seti. Anybody? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, anyway, all right, that's a whole other topic and discussion. So, okay, well, I'm glad Cynthia's okay. I hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day. That's a nice Memorial Day. She went to search. She went searching, even though it wasn't a little too early. Or no? I mean, there wasn't any snow where she was at, so.
There was a lot of weather last week. But I've heard that there was, but she just said it was I think the day before she did a blog article, or maybe the day before that, and said she was able to get up there, but the rangers came and saw her pretty quick and helped her out because it was really, really, really muddy. I saw a mountain lion in West Yellowstone tree, and it growled at me. Oh, see, peed my pants. I would pee.
Yeah, that would do it. And then you just slowly back away, right? Get the heck out of there.
I'm ready for. Okay, I've never seen anything. I mean, other than like bison and stuff. Right. I'm ready now for a porcupine at a distance, maybe a skunk. I'm ready for the next step. I would like to order the animals that I will see, and I'm ready for the next step, which is I've seen squirrels, so I'm done with the squirrels and bison and deer, and I'm ready for the next step, which is raccoons and skunks and things.
Okay, cool. I'm sure I'll see something. I'm going to video everything. We're going to have that camcorder, so everything will be videoed. So you guys will see all the highlights when we get back, I guess.
Yes.
And then we may do a little poker vlog for next weekend. Would you guys be interested in that? To see the Rio and what's going on and how well me and K-Pro do?
We'll pretty much know if we do go live Thursday through Sunday, it's going to be poker related. And I know some people have a real issue with that we're doing anything poker related on our channel, but then you just don't watch.
I put up a crazy little video earlier, and the point I was trying to make is we make the content we want to make. It's our YouTube channel, guys. Whether you watch or not is up to you. But don't get upset because me and K-Pro decide what to put on our YouTube channel.
I want to do some things, and if we can do it live, great. If we can't, I don't know how much we're going to be able to actually go live. We'll have to be like outside the area, but I've already been told it's pretty overwhelming when you see the thousands of people. But exactly what you said,
it Mike, is overwhelming. It's pretty cool.
I got somebody to tell me, take it all in when you see the hundreds and hundreds of tables, and then look at your table and focus on your table only. So,
so we are going to go live tomorrow, normal time. Copper Dan will be on the program.
Copper Dan.
Unless that changes, it is Memorial Day weekend. But and Dan wanted to talk about an article he found from like the 80s about Forrest Fenn. He wanted to talk about that article. So that'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific, our normal time tomorrow evening. So we hope everybody can tune in for that. It's jumping on top. Are there porcupines out there as well?
I think so.
Are there skunks? I'd be more afraid of a skunk than anything else, I think.
I'm not afraid of it. Why would?
Well, the smell. If they squirt you, that's it. You're done.
Well, then you just get.
I'm not dealing with that. Like, I mean,
Well, if you have to deal. So I owned, I don't know, 5-7 acres up in Northern California, and my dog would get hit. And it was like vinegar. It was something strange, like vinegar and ketchup and Worcestershire, something crazy like that. And you just kind of like Cynthia with the milk, and you just soak them down when they get
tomato juice. I've heard,
tomato juice, maybe whatever.
Yeah, right there it is. Sassy said tomato. I've never been stung by a bee, never got hit by a skunk, none of that stuff.
Oh my gosh!
So I'm an indoor city kind of person. Yeah.
Okay, I've had all that happen. Probably, yeah.
Snakes is probably so hiking boots. You got to get the high tops, right? Keep your ankles
I always
protected.
wear even if it is super hot. I always wear full pants and hiking boots.
Right.
And some people say, "Oh, you look at the kind of snake, and if it doesn't bite, no, not me. Bye bye."
Right.
And actually, that was the best thing for the walking stick. When you see a little hidey hole and you think, "Oh, he could have put it in there." You don't want to put your hand in that. I can tell you, 2 of the hole, I must have put them in 100 holes when I was up in Ojo Caliente area, and 2 of them had a snake come out. So I was like, thank goodness I had that. That's not the reason you need gloves.
Yeah, right. Ticks, there's a nice thought. Ticks, and then there's badgers, and then there's everything out there in the old crazy wilderness. So,
ticks, I think they're the worst, just because they can give you
Skechers. Nice.
Yeah. Well, and William said before, put on the cologne. Don't put on cologne. And see, now I am ridiculously cautious. I will actually eat breakfast, then go back, shower, and change clothes because I don't want the scent of my breakfast on me. So that is how sensitive I think bears are, and I've never seen a bear, so I say you have to be overly sensitive. So, and then when I bring an extra shirt, so even when I snack, I will take the shirt off and put a new shirt on, kind of thing. So
Minotaur says a walking stick is a must. Now, do you mean buy a actual walking stick, or just find one when you're out there? Just find a stick
I have
that
the aluminum ones that actually you can make as big and tall as you want.
That makes sense.
It has a little ring part and a part for your hand. And when you're going up and really hiking, they help a ton. I used them when I did Yosemite, and then I did the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, it was best because it actually helps you hike. And so that's my those. But I will say, and I've told this story, and I know Sledneck's head explodes when I say this, I put the one in the geyser and it didn't come out the same way. The geysers are a lot more hot than
I think I would have known that one, but you never know. Mary Green, I hope I never have to find out what you have to use to get the skunk smell out. And then there's leeches. Oh, that's nice. Is that not in the hot springs? That must be in a river or something.
I don't think so. I hope not.
I don't know. Nice. Could be my only trip to Yellowstone. You never know.
Yeah. Oh my God, you are a walking piece of meat. Don't worry about the smell as much as make noise. Yeah. Okay, I worry about it all, and it's worked out so far. It's worked out so far. So I don't know. And then Tom Sawyer's like a hat and sunglasses. Like
right.
I didn't bring,
shorts, Adidas. That'll be me.
Yeah, like I was out today, and I don't. It's not too bad. But things like that was probably the best lessons learned. Is things like sunscreen, a hat, that sort of thing.
Right.
Those were the things that I. But yeah. But if you think about it, Cynthia's been out how many times, and she had something happen like that. That can happen to any of us. So I thought it would be a fun public service announcement to all of you.
Yeah, we thought it was funny.
Food and dump it a half mile from where you are going. Maybe the opposite.
A little distraction, yeah, a little distraction.
Oh my gosh. Thinking motorboat. What about you, Cal? A motorboat?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I don't either. Okay. The bears won't bother you if you see one. Just turn around and go the other way. Yeah, somebody was saying, oh, I wanted to see the baby ones, though. Don't just go. Like, no, you shouldn't be anywhere. Walk, don't run. See, these are all the things. But okay, so in the room, how many, all of you are avid searchers. We know that. How many of you have seen a bear? And Sledneck, we're not going to count you because, of course, you've probably seen one because you've been around the park so much. But how many of you have seen a bear?
I've seen one in the zoo. Does that count?
No. Well, all boots on the ground. Let me put the caveat.
Nope. No boots at Red Rock, so no.
Okay, William, Davio, Craig.
Oh, you're hiking through a swamp? Oh.
Wait, but Minotaur,
you didn't have shorts on, did you?
I think that was for breakfast tea and bourbon, I would hope.
I don't know.
Or the one that almost got away. I grew up with bears in my backyard. Okay, so enough of you have seen one covert. I mean, enough of you. So
that's nice, Holy. That's great. Brain-eating amoebas in hot springs. That's great.
Oh, remember not to get water up your nose in a hot spring. Yeah. Brain-eating
amoebas. Yeah, that's great. Huh? This isn't like the Amazon where if you pee in the river, they just go up your pee stream into your urethra, is it? Have you ever heard those stories about the Amazon?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's great. How did Forrest Fenn survive Yellowstone? I don't get it.
Didn't that happen on the first Survivor? That one of them died or had their intestines had to be cut out because on the first Survivor they went in whatever water, and exactly that happened. They didn't know it, and it by the time they were off, and they had to sign so many releases that Survivor didn't pay for it.
Jeez. So, Minotaur says that was in Michigan growing up, not in Yellowstone. So that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all true. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we know. Okay, this is a good reminder at the beginning of the season, even though we're there, flesh-eating bacteria. Wow, I'm not going to bed tonight because I'm going to have nightmares.
I hope you got your map, Larry. I hope they delivered it. I haven't checked the tracking, but I'm just saying I hope you got it already.
Mark Connor sounds like
right.
No
I'm going.
No,
I'll give you guys from a beginner's point of view. I'll give you guys the experience when I get back.
No, Cal's not backing out after this. No way.
No, I'm going. Yeah,
going with me, a seasoned vet. I'm not really a seasoned vet. Right. I do have to say I research a ton, and I posted a lot on a previous forum. Like, what do you expect, and what should you do with this, that, the other? And I so overpacked. It was like I could have been out there for 6 months, and it was like 3 days out there. So it's probably going to be the same. Amoebas is a real thing in the Firehole River. Please tell me that's not true.
Well, just don't put your Twinkie in the river. That's all. Knee only, up to your knees. That's
no way. I bathed in Forrest spot.
You did? Oh, well, then maybe it's totally not true. Swam. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Michael on downfall lost leg while out searching. William, how did he lose his leg? You guys are
car accident.
It's not April. It's not April 1. What are you guys doing? They climb up your nose.
Oh, that's awesome, Larry. Thanks. He says that Map and Coins is going to donate for either Function the Junction or Fenbury. That's awesome, cool. Larry. Thanks.
That's awesome. Excellent. Okay.
So yeah, well yeah, we can answer. We can talk about whatever if you want to stay on for a while. I was just saying that was it. We just wanted to show you Cynthia's story. We thought it was funny. And if anybody is going, leave the trigger guard on that bear spray.
It was only funny after we knew she was okay. And I do have to say, we had some fun going back and forth about, well, where exactly are you? And Cynthia, she's going to she'll say it like it is. And she will go back and forth. And Cowlazars will be a mile into a hike and ask where the Starbucks is. That's so not true.
Is there a Starbucks in West Yellowstone? Where the hotels are and all that?
I haven't been to one. There's a lot of little mom and pop places.
Oh, okay.
Well, and I will say, Evan, and I put some groundbreaking news out there, and not everybody, a couple of people are really angry about it. So when Mike was boots on the ground, and I will set the record straight on this one, He was out for what, 4 or 5 days before I flew in?
I think 4 days in a row. I was out there looking for this
4
damn thing.
days in a row.
The first 3 days was in the totally wrong area, unfortunately. But the fourth day, I knew I was in the right area, but I just couldn't find it. We were looking for a circle. The poem said "circle of gold," the clue, and I was right there, and I just didn't see it. I think I was looking up or I was looking down. I wasn't looking where it was, which was horizontal. It was on a rock, flat, instead of this way. It was this way. So
well,
something to think about with the blaze. I walked right by it.
At the time, this was when I was in my retreat mode. I said to Mike, "Hey, I got some miles. Let me and the kids fly in." And at the time, nobody knew really about Mike and I. And so I said, if you find it, I was dealing with some legal stuff and I never want my kids on anything. So we went out together. And I said on AGK the other night, we were like two
Thanks, Alan.
from it, and the kids found it. And then somebody's like, then Mike shouldn't have taken credit. And they started going after Mike and saying how wrong it is because they want my kids on video. My kids my kids are never going to be on video. Leave my kids alone. But it was really interesting because I wanted to throw out, talk about give it to a child. I don't remember who it was. And don't say my kids' names, Mike. But
I won't.
You remember whose kids, which kid's family found?
I don't know who the actual the actual circle. I don't remember.
I don't remember who found the circle. But when they found the circle, then it was all over. But it was trying to find the circle that was a big deal. So I will say, and this is the reason I bring it up, Evans, whoever it was, I was out with Mike boots on the ground, and he was hardcore. I will say, his little guy, who's what 5'6", I think he had to stop a few times because it was a pretty intense hike for a little
5 or 6. I think it meant 5'6". Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah. If I would have known the spot, it's a little steep getting up there, but we all did fine. Everything was great. But for some of the,
so I have been boots on the ground and found a treasure with Mike. So
it was awesome.
I expect we're 1 for 1 right now. I expect to be 1-0, or we have a streak, and so we might find Forrest Fenn. It's more fun for us. We do have a solve we're developing, and we will go.
Right, we are seriously looking while we're out there. So somebody said, what is the pizza place that's in West Yellowstone, everybody? Somebody says it's called Wild West Pizza. I thought it was called Rocky Mountain Pizza. I got an email from somebody that works in that place. This is like a year or two ago, and they were always like, if you're ever up here, come by. And I can't find the email. So does anybody know what the name of the pizza place is that's in West Yellowstone by the dude?
It's hotel. Right across the street from the dude.
Yeah, because I'd like to find the email. And what I wanted to do for the function is just say, hey, we could bring everybody over there. I mean, I don't know how big the place is. Do they have tables? Do they have chairs? But I definitely want to go in there and say hi to the guy. And I cannot find the email for the life of me that he sent me. And this was like a year ago.
I've gotten, and a couple people have emailed me. Answer that.
Rocky Mountain Oysters Pizza. That's what it's called?
Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
There are a few pizza places next to the dude. All right. Well, we'll go to a couple. Or maybe if that guy watches the videos, he'll email me. But he's always like, if you ever come up, come by. So I want to say hi to him, and I'm not sure what the place was. And I can't find the email. So, all right.
And right now, in the last 2 days, I've probably gotten over 200 emails and messages. I am so behind. And some people are like, are you upset at me? Is this reference to the last couple of days? No, the people know who they are that all this stuff is referenced to. No, it's not referenced to. And I am just so behind. I'm so sorry. And I'm gearing up for World Series of Poker. And anytime I travel, I will tell you, I get my house perfect, so I come home to a perfect house. So I'm doing like major cleaning, and the pool opened today, and I've got kids and all of that. So anyway, what are you laughing at, Mike?
No, they're saying Rocky Mountain oysters are bull testicles. Anybody see Funny Farm with Chevy Chase? Sheep balls? You're going to pass the sheep balls record. He's eating all these meatballs, then they tell him it's sheep testicles. It's from Funny Farm. I love those kind of movies.
Well, have you ever had?
Hey, Joshua, how you doing?
Did you know that Rocky Mountain oysters?
No, I had no idea what that's. No.
Oh.
Yeah. New to me. No.
No,
but I just. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. You mean you can actually eat that? That's an item on the menu?
Yeah, and it.
Oh, come on, people! Really?
Are you kidding?
Okay, yeah, I'm kidding. Why would somebody eat that? That's like pig feet. I don't get that either.
It is a delicacy for some because you have to, it's very difficult to okay, this is going to gross you out, Mike, but it's very difficult to remove the vein without destroying the
God.
And so to even prepare it.
What is Sledneck? Have you ever eaten one? I know you're up in that area. Just say yes or no. Have you ever eaten a Rocky Mountain oyster? That's disgusting, you guys.
Never heard of Rocky Mountain? Okay.
I'm not eating one while we're up there, so don't even try it. Have you had one?
I don't want to say now because you won't.
That's disgusting.
It's a delicacy. It's like caviar. It's like
It's I guess. I mean, different cultures, different things, but
you got to get outside your comfort zone.
I can't even eat liver. I mean, yeah.
Have you ever had an oyster,
like
a regular oyster? Oh, we should play.
Yeah, I've had oysters. I have had oysters.
We should do a public live show of Never Have I Ever.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Okay.
Bull testicles for real, guys?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, tomorrow. Billy, remind me, but yes, not
What?
Tonight because there's only going to be a few people. We're not scheduled. Oh, don't worry, Mike. It's something between Billy and I. Me and Billy.
What's that?
Chatting. I actually got back to Billy.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just apologizing to everybody else. I've been chatting with Billy and having a good time.
Chris is letting me know he knows what testicles are. Okay, good for you, Chris.
Actually, best prank ever. Mike orders spaghetti. Holly, I have not worked
spaghetti. What?
You just order spaghetti and there might be some meatballs there.
Well, now I'm not eating any of that. Yeah, I'm eating prepackaged stuff only while I'm up there.
No,
you had to mature them by cutting the balls off. Oh my God! Testicle festival. What? Oh God. Yeah, right. I get it, and I'm glad this has come up because I know somebody would have tried to say, "Oh, try this," and then I would have known what it was. But I just want to say, yeah.
Well, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, speaking of your 100 emails, I just want to thank everybody because we've gotten a ton of emails in the last week with some of the things that have happened. Showing support. They're like, guys, ignore everybody else. Keep doing what you do. Make your videos. Do your content. Yeah. So I just wanted to say thank you because we've gotten a ton of emails for the support.
Yeah, a ton of emails. Well, and a lot of people want to converse, and there's a lot of stuff we can't see. If you're blocked from different people's stuff, they talk about you, but they block you to be able to see it.
Yeah, so we don't.
We don't see it, and so that's why we just keep doing what we're doing. I didn't know that it was offensive that we talk about poker or play poker at all.
Apparently, we can't. We're not allowed. I thought it was our YouTube channel. It's crazy. I don't know. But people can all have their opinions, whatever. Just don't accuse us of doing certain things. That's all. Yeah,
once you get into the legalities and moral stuff, it's like, okay, we're going to call you out that's completely made up. But other than that, somebody said it's middle school. I actually use this as a defining moment with my daughter. She has some bullies at school that constantly talk about her and make stuff up. And she said it's so hard to ignore it. And I showed her each of the videos that were done on us, and I showed her some of the forum stuff and I said, this is completely made up, 100%. And she's like, are you going to ignore it? And I said, we're going to make a little comment about it and then we're done. And I said, this is a great teachable moment because it is exactly what my 12-year-old's dealing with.
Right. And that's what it is. It's high school, middle school stuff.
I have not dealt with this kind of thing for years and years and years and years. So anyway.
Yeah, exactly, Billy Price. Thank you. I like how some people think they have the right to say what we can and can't say or can and can't do, whether it's with super chats or maps or anything else. But whatever. I don't want to get into that. Just thanks for all the emails, everybody.
And I will say, so Anon is saying his son is heading to the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
We
that's
have
awesome.
4 or 5 that are playing, and then and Toby is not coming out, so that if you do know that. And then some people that just want to meet up. We're not going to do a formal meetup because it really is going to depend on if we make it past first day, we cash. If we make it past second day, we cash a lot. And then 4th day,
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
I have already, so I was reading this article that said, if you make final table, not only do all the sponsors come up and try to gear you up and you get sponsorships, and hopefully no one has an issue with that on YouTube, but they also give you a experience section. And so I was like, I've already asked, I have a couple of, I consider very good friends on YouTube or on in the search. And I'm like, you have to fly in. I'll fly you in. I have miles. I'll fly you in. And I was like, I have dreamed that big, just like the Forrest Fenn. Like I dream about getting the Forrest Fenn treasure. I dream about final table, and I have my cheering section. Like,
and the final table will be televised on ESPN, so it would be huge if me or K-Pro can make it. Yeah, but we'll see.
That would be fun.
I'll probably be out in the first hour. You never know. But then I'll be at the pool.
Well, that's okay, or I will be. All I know is you're supposed to play very conservative, and Mike has a problem with that. Here's a little known secret. Now that I know Mike as well as I do, everybody thinks Mike is really laid back and really.
I am. I'm Switzerland.
Okay.
What?
So what I was going to say is, I do have to say, 95% of the world, you are like, whatever, let's just go with it. But if you pass a certain line, you're not. And you on the poker table, I've never seen anybody more aggressive. You are a bully.
It works sometimes. Well, that's poker,
It works most of the time, especially on a cash table.
William says,
So-
how many players sign up for the WSOP? If you mean just how many players are at the Rio, the World Series of Poker is over 8 weeks, 6 weeks, and there's a whole bunch of different events in the tens of thousands. I mean, there's going to be actually 100,000 people over there. I mean, it's huge. There's so many different events, and then they have daily tournaments. If we get knocked out, I want to try one of the daily tournaments, K-Pro, and stuff like that. So
yeah, we'll be able to play. We're playing the first one that we're playing is gonna. It's not the $10,000.
Yeah, but Ray, that's not the main event. That's the main event you're talking about. The main event is the $10,000 buy-in. This is one of the first events. I think the World Series of Poker starts officially on Wednesday with the employee event. And then it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. It may even start Tuesday. But we're playing in the Big 50, which is an event they're doing just for this year for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, which is $1 million for the winner, and there's $5 million as a total prize. So,
and it'll probably go over that. There's going to be so many people playing.
I'm going to guess here. How many do you think is in the first tournament? I want to say there's between 5,000 and 7,000. Would be my guess.
The first tournament? What do you mean?
A tournament we're playing in.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it'll be a
10,000. So somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000. So if I make it to top 10, we're going live, guys. I'm sorry if it makes someone mad.
Course, yeah.
You can go away. We are totally we're totally going live. Did not fool me all the I was in Vegas and you two did not fool me all the. You know what? That is funny.
Somebody
too,
I know.
That's Larry.
Oh yeah. Right.
I mean, I will say there was a lot of people that are like, yeah, you guys finally came out as a couple, but like, are you kidding me? We've known for a while or guessed for a while, but we come out in our
right. So and on, there's a $5 million guaranteed prize pool. So that means they're putting that money up whether there's 10,000 people or not. But they'll probably go over the 10,000 because what happens is once you bust out, you can buy back in for another 500 if you want to. So you don't need 10,000 people, you need 10,000 buy-ins. But it is a $5 million guaranteed no matter, but it's going to be huge. I mean, there's going to be a lot of
And there's no rake on this one, which is huge.
For the initial buy-in. If you rebuy, then they rake it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you rebuy, because they got to make some money. Yeah, and that's another question we never thought about: is if we do go out, are we rebuying or not? Probably not, right? Wow. We can use that $1,000 for something else.
So, I don't know. This is going to be. It's going to be. So I'm actually flying out before the final day because I've just hedged my own bets about which day to fly back. But if then I'm changing that flight like that, if I make final day,
of course,
that will be.
I'll be calling in sick at work. Yeah, for sure.
Calling in sick, and then you're on TV.
I will. We're Vegas. Okay. They understand. It's Vegas. We live here. They know what's up.
Well, so that's just a common
And if
thing.
they don't, I guess I'll be doing YouTube videos full time.
Then things get really serious on the minutes of content.
You're right.
But I will say, Mike, what is your goal for that tournament?
What do you mean?
My goal,
to win.
My goal
is
my realistic goal. Of course, my stretch goal is to win $1 million. If I make it past first day, I'm going to feel like if I make it to second day.
Yeah. A great goal would be for us to bag chips. Thursday whenever they cut the playoff. It's going to be like 10, 11 hours of play. And then you bag the chips, you sign it, and then the next day you start again. So, for both of us, if we could both last through day one, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. And we're going to have a last longer bet. Who lasts longer? And we'll have to have something.
Something. We'll have to come up with something for sure.
Something. Keep it.
Hello, Hush Whisperer. Sassy. Vicky. Boots on the Ground Clothing.
Oh, Boots on the Ground Clothing.
Oh, we showed Cynthia's crotch video. Basically, she had an accident with bear spray, so we thought it was funny to show everybody.
Is that what
Larry Budweiser. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Man in the Park, Ray, Hooley, Davio, Craig Carter. Who am I missing? I'm missing some people.
Oh my gosh, there's been millions of people in millions and millions of. Oh, I just spilled my water.
Nice. Not on your keyboard, I hope, or on your microphone. You're going to bring out here. But we are doing the marathon on June 15th. If anybody wants to be on that marathon, email me, and we'll get that set up. As we get closer, we're going to get through this week, next weekend of poker first.
Yeah.
But after that, once we get to June, we're going to start ramping up the new marathon.
some people have said, I don't think I can talk for a whole hour. I think we're going to do some side segments. We're not only going to do like a 1 hour that we're going to do. I think it would be fun. Here's one idea that I've been, Billy Price, it's water. It's totally water.
Yeah, right.
One idea I've had is to put out something and you actually come on and maybe there's 10 of us and we all give different perspectives of like your WWWH. I believe it's actually water. Somebody else might believe it's a battle. Somebody else might believe it's something else or the blaze or whatever it is. And we all kind of do point, counterpoint. Here's my thought. And everybody gets, let's say 3 minutes and there's 10 of us type of thing. I think something like that. So when somebody wants to just get their feet wet in that whole thing, that would be good.
So Better Skills for Better Life asks, when is the next World Series of Fenn? Well, we did it last year, the Saturday before the Super Bowl. It's actually the weekend of the Pro Bowl, which nobody cares about here in Vegas. So if we were to do that, I think we should do that again. So it would be the Saturday before the Super Bowl next year. So it would be at the end of January 2020. So that's another huge one. We hope even more people come out for that. We'll have a lot of fun with that.
Last time I was in Vegas, we went and talked to Chris. And he was saying that same weekend seemed to be a good one because of the other, like where you have to buy in so many hours for the regulars. So he has lots of extra people.
Oh, they have like for that poker room. Yeah. They have a free roll and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Huli. Appreciate that.
Yes. So yes,
I did, Budweiser. I did get your email and I still have to kind of sit down and go through it, but I'll email you back.
Yeah, well, and I'm still trying to. I can tell you, I will not get to email for another week, probably.
Right. There's been a lot of coming in.
There's so much coming in right now, and it's awesome. But I understand you can win even if you don't know how to play.
Any two cards is what they say.
Do you see who's posting that?
Better Skills for Better Life. Is that poker skills?
No.
Right. What?
You see the picture? Who won the last World Series of Poker?
Oh, yeah, I did not realize who that was. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I did not catch who that was. Oh, that's awesome.
Steve won the tournament, and actually, he wasn't even going to. His son was there for his birthday,
and his wife,
and his wife. But he's like, "Oh, I'll buy in," and then he won it. It was. Awesome.
I didn't realize that was you, Stephen. We may have a bounty on your head for next year's tournament, which means you and the family have to come back. You got to represent, so we'll have to come up with some good prizes for that one as well.
Contest tonight to see who can give the daughter the best hairdo in 30 minutes. Any ideas what I should
the best hairdo in 30 minutes? Wow.
I can tell you what my daughter does is she puts the ponytail on the top and she pulls it through and it makes it like
looks like Pebbles from the Flintstones.
It does, but then you can actually braid that and do other things. You could braid part of it and you can loop part of it, and it's like the new like Rihanna, like that that genre of people like 25 to 30-year-old. That's their new thing. Like Kim Kardashian does it. You know, all the people you want your kid to aspire to be.
When you say best, what does best mean? Like joke? Well, funny? Because I would just get a bunch of hair gel and do a straight up buckwheat, straight up in the air. You know.
Well, that's the other thing you can do. You can take a plastic cup, and what's that movie, The Grinch, where everybody has the really long.
Oh yeah.
Put your hair around it and tie it too. That's another way.
How about Napoleon Dynamite, where she's got the ponytail, but it's on the side? Have you ever seen this, where they take all their hair and the ponytail's on the side?
Okay.
To me, that's hilarious.
I was an '80s kid in my like 10 to 12.
You did that.
I totally wore that. Cool. I was cool, I will just say.
And speaking of 80s, Stranger Things season 3 is coming out July 4th weekend. So Stranger Things on Netflix. Anybody? I love that series. Stranger Things.
Is that a TV show or a movie?
Netflix. It's a series, which is seasons, episodes. Do you have Netflix or no?
No.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
I'm thinking of cutting cable and just keeping but I'm keeping cable through the World Series of Poker because ESPN is broadcasting live, but on 30-minute delays. So you may see me and K-Pro there in the background. You never know.
I know. What background smack brown? Come on, we're going to be at the final. At least wouldn't one of us need to be at the final table?
I hope so. I'm going to have all the Cowlazars gear on. That's right.
Oh, and we could have a contest who gets to come and be the cheering section, just because contests send some people into orbit. Let's have a contest. Wouldn't that be fun?
Definitely using the coin as a card protector. If I make the final table.
Somebody asked up on. Jenny asked this question, which I thought was an interesting one because she said so many people don't. Do you have a lucky charm that you always, when you need it, you go to or you have everywhere? And it was really funny because people are like, yeah, rabbit's foot, yeah, this, yeah, that. Mine's my Forrest Fenn coin. I took it to the Great Wall of China.
Right.
I take it. Mike knows. Mike and I sit down at a poker table. He does not have his searcher coin, and I have mine.
I use chips. I use poker chips. And Sassy, that's a little too much information.
What did Sassy say? I am getting ready to cut mine because it's so long. If I cut. Oh, well, yes.
Yeah, that is long. That is too long.
I've never had. This is the longest. Yeah, and I'm thinking about cutting mine too, but it not like Sassy's. I'm thinking like cutting a couple inches. I don't know. My daughter went from very, very long like that to a bob cut, and now she's back to trying to grow it out. So he's going to do it. Okay, we'll see how Minotaur does. So, okay. So is there any, Covert One asked about Function in the Junction. That Friday, which is the 21st, we are heading to, it's either Bullwinkle's or the Branch. I don't remember which one. At 6 p.m. and then we're doing drinks afterwards. That'll be a recurring theme. Saturday day, we are actually not doing anything formal, but when we come back from Boots on the Ground, some people have asked if we can just walk Yellowstone, the main drag. At the end of the main drag is where Forrest Fenn had his ice cream or soda pop from the books. And we're going to grab a root beer float at the end. So we're going to be walking the drag after, and, just doing little shopping and that kind of thing. And then that 6 o'clock that evening, we are doing another whichever one. It was either, I think it's the Branch, at the Holiday Inn, and then or it's a restaurant right off of the Holiday Inn, and then of course drinks afterwards, and searcher stories and all of that fun. Walking in drag, we might, we're inclusive. We love all people.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So Friday night we have an event. Saturday we're kind of open. Mike and I are out of there by Sunday morning. I think my flight's at 11, his is at 12, or vice versa. So we're going to have to be out pretty quick. I'm bringing a treasure to give away or scavenger hunt. Great, Luli. Let us know about that. We are also bringing, I think we have 4 to 6 coins or proxies that we're going to be hiding at different places.
Yeah, that's going to be a big part of the trip.
Yeah, and we're trying to also talk with Alan Kay because he's already put 1 coin in his location. We think it'd be cool to have. Wouldn't it be cool to have both those coins there? But we're working that right now.
Larry Sandell, big thank you. He just sent us something to the PayPal account and said, "Good luck, 4-leaf clover." So thanks, Larry. We better see you at the function.
Nice.
We better see you at the World Series of Fenn next year.
Yeah. So yeah. And here's the big thing. Here's the cool part. I've only played in one, not to go back to poker, but I have poker on the brain right now.
Right.
I've only played in one major tournament, and I will say the major tournament, it was a $200,000 prize. The tables were really serious, and I didn't have as much fun. I go and play. If you went to the World Series of Fenn, that is where I play. We play a $60 buy-in, win a couple grand. I've won a bunch of those tournaments. I've come in second, third. Mike's won a bunch of those tournaments. So if we get knocked out of the main tournament, we're going to go over to our friends that host the Forrest Fenn poker tournament. And there's many others going. This is like the biggest month. I'm excited to see some of the pros and that sort of thing. So Minotaur is going to be sending me the final haircut. Yeah, it's going to be bad. But that's what's so fun about it. We have that. I actually have in my family, we will do, and even my son, we will do makeup days, who can do the best makeup on someone else. And it is amazing what my son believes is good makeup. So Mike, I'll have to try that on you. Like you do makeup on me. And
that's going to happen. Yeah. But speaking of treasure hunts, for anybody that signed up, you guys remember Hidden Secrets app? They sent out an email to everybody today, and it says they're going to do their 7-day preview in August. You can actually pre-register for the app, Android and Apple. So I hope it happens. I hope it's really cool. If anybody doesn't know, it's an app where you go get clues in your neighborhood. They're going to give away $1,000. It's a 7-day prelude. And then later on in the year, according to them, they're going to give away $100,000 through this app. So they're like daily riddles,
how many
puzzles.
times have they come out and said that they are getting ready to release?
It's been about a year and a half. They said they had to delay because of legal issues, so which I can imagine if it's yeah, I can imagine how people complain about certain things. So I hope it happens. They did send the email saying August, and now that we can actually pre-register, and I'll make a vlog on it for sure when it comes out.
Yeah.
So If you guys, one of my old vlogs, they sent me a box in the mail. Me and Alan K both got a box, and we opened it up, and there were some cool things in there. So I hope it happens. And then also, I want to show that, where are we at? On eBay, somebody has copper.
What's the app name again?
Hidden Secrets app. Just if they have a website, if you go to Google and put in Hidden Secrets app, APP, it'll come up. HiddenSecretsApp.com, I think, is the website. But 2018 Forrest Fenn Searcher Coin number 45 is on eBay. It's only got 33 minutes left. So I thought I'd show that for whoever owns that. It's not us. It's at $338. It will be interesting to see if it jumps up or not in the next 33 minutes.
Yeah, it's usually, usually the couple of ones I've been a part of, it's boom, 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 the last like 5 minutes.
And I'm sure it's somebody looking for money for boots on the ground. Sassy is trying to get some money for boots on the ground, so she put up her 2019 coin number 43. It's weird. There's 45 and now there's 43 up at the same time. For 100, it's at 191, and that one ends in 3 days. So, yeah, interesting. I'll be watching the copper one today to see how high it goes, because I just keep track of such things.
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay. All right. Anything else we want to go over?
No. Is there any other questions? We still have the Silver Hunt 43,
let me see if I did.
42.
Oh yeah,
36?
I think I'm going to email everybody again as kind of a reminder that, hey, it's still out there, everybody. I'm going to post the link to the website. You guys can check it out for yourself. They say they're doing $100,000, so this first one's going to be 7 days for $1,000.
There is
the
funny.
website in the chat.
There
I just
are
posted
quite a few people that have emailed me different parts and entire solves. Yeah. I will say some people. I'll say this. This will be my hint for tonight. Some people have parts of it nobody has figured out.
Oh, the
main
proxy.
thing that
Gotcha.
you have to figure out. There's like, let me use Forrest Fenn's words. There's one thing that all of you are not thinking of.
Oh yeah, great.
I think that's great.
Somebody been within 500 feet? But during the marathon, I'm going to make K-Pro give out a good clue. So
you're going to force me. Who wears the pants in this relationship.
So Thomas Sawyer says, if the chest is found this summer, what are you guys going to do on YouTube? Well, I think we create our own treasure hunt. That would be one. But two, we talk about other treasure hunts, and then we may take the direction of the vlog, a different direction. There's other topics that are popular that people want to talk about.
Yeah, I have and I've said this before, and we've just put this on the side burner. I inherited a pretty big coin collection, and I would get pieces of that to my house, and I would start going through some of the coins. And actually, we could start that now, but I think there's such an interest in the Forrest Fenn one. But we've already spooled up ideas on that and how it would work, and looked at other coin. There's a lot of coin collectors, and there's YouTube channels that have millions of followers to it. I didn't realize how much that is. So that's one idea. But I think, Mike, you know what? Mike. We should, when I'm out there, I walk Fremont Street and ask people live, like, where does Warm Waters Halt?
Take a poll and see how many people have heard of Forrest Fenn, random people on Fremont Street. That'd actually be kind of cool.
Yeah. Would you guys like to see that? Like, if we just walk Fremont Street, which is like the main drag of crazy drunk people. I mean, it is like New York City crazy drunk people in Vegas. And we could just say, maybe we hand them the poem.
Right.
And say, okay, this is Forrest Fenn. Have you ever heard of him? They say no. And say, okay, this stanza, where warm waters halt, what does that mean to you? And they say, they like barf on our shoes.
And we'll have the camcorder. So actually we could do that. Yeah, that'd be actually kind of fun. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We could do something fun with that.
The coolest camcorder with all the...
I don't know how the audio would work on that, but we'll figure that out. I mean, does it pick everything up? No, I mean, does it pick background noise and all that? But yeah, Fremont Street's pretty crazy. I think for the next World Series of Fenn, maybe we do something on Fremont Street as part of one of the festivities. So, and have costumes, Larry says. Nice.
Copper Dan, I tried several times to go ziplining, and it's always like a several-hour wait, and we always do things
Actually, we could do that while you're out here this weekend. I never thought of zipline. Maybe we'll do the zipline. The Superman one, though, the big one.
I will zipline if you zipline.
Yeah, I like it. I'll do it. I've done the sitting one. I haven't done the Superman one that Copper Dan did when he was out here.
You got to do the Superman.
Yeah. So, okay. Maybe we'll do that for sure.
Yeah. Okay. We have lots of stuff that it's going to happen. lake in front of Treasure Island where the ships are. Back in the day, they used to have a whole little event that they don't.
Yeah,
Like
it used to be pirates versus the British, and
yeah.
the one sink would get blown up with a cannonball, and it would sink, and they don't do any of that anymore. Just buy a shotgun mic, they mount on the camera, and are good. And that's what I would need, Rudy Green, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but this was expensive enough. I think it should have it in it. But I wonder, is there stuff that you can mount? Yeah, there's mounting stuff on here.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I just got to look into it. But if we just do it as on a lark, we'll see how it goes. Should be funny.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Or just people even on. Well, I guess Fremont Street has the vibe to do that.
And would we run into anybody that knows who we are? I ran into Ryan, and he knew who I was. So yeah, that's interesting, huh?
And I feel so bad. Ryan was the one I was still in the tournament, and I'm like, hey. Yeah. And I couldn't even say hello because I think, I don't remember, but I came in either first, second, or third in that tournament. And so Mike's talking with the searcher and he's like, hi, K-Pro, which I knew when he called me K-Pro, but I felt so bad because I was in the money, so I could not distract myself. So I feel bad. So hopefully this time, we're Cowlazars cave.
Nice. That'd be hilarious. Then we'd be one of the people that are down there doing shows or whatever.
No, the funny. Shows, they wear stuff, but they have parts of them that are always
there's the 80-year-old guy in a G-string down there.
That's what I mean. They have parts that are not.
We would do a vlog from Fremont and show you all that crazy stuff. So we may just do that.
But we could make a whole outfit out of that.
Right.
That's our new logo. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. Shout out to Bo. That was awesome.
Just wait till you see what we have in store for this. That's going to be awesome and fun. And yes. Cowlazars Cave. That was the first time we met. Mike saw me, and that was what did it. Mike went to Cynthia's house. He was supposed to be going back home, and I had
that's right.
Supergirl, Wonder Woman, whatever it was. Yep. And Mike came and saw me at that.
I have the video somewhere. I recorded it. I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not, but I did. Yeah. It was the whole decoy. That was back when everybody was friends. It'd be nice to go back to that time again.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, but actually, that's when things turned because they weren't supposed to share it, and then they shared it and all that. That was the event that everything was good, but then turned bad.
20 pounds of Mardi Gras beads. Nice, Larry. Nice.
Yeah. No, but we'll have to, like I said, for World Series of Fenn, I don't think the poker tournament, God knows I love poker, that wasn't as fun for me or as rememberable of the really cool things. If I say the top 5 things I had a great time in World Series of Fenn, it wasn't the poker tournament. It was all the other events that we had planned.
The friendships and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that was okay. We went over function. Do we have any contests going on? Oh yeah,
the feedback contest. When are we supposed to give that winner?
Tomorrow.
Oh, on tomorrow's show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you have any feedback on the contest,
marathon, no feedback on the marathon.
On the marathon,
yeah.
Please let us know and email Mike, and we'll go over those. Gosh, we got to go over those tonight, Mike. So I think we will. Today email soon. And then you could get a silver looking non-sequential coin. Somebody was going over if it was alloy or whatever it was. I have no idea what that was, what it actually is. What are the searcher coins made of?
Zinc alloy, I think, something like that. And then copper plated or nickel plated, if that sounds right to anybody.
Yeah. Go as a naked cow. I will get. So this is where I would say one of the top. We should have done the top 5 things that happened at the World Series of Fenn, and one of them definitely was AJ Rainville in a cow costume. That's one of them.
Yeah, Copper Dan's book giveaway ends today. So everybody check out Copper Dan on YouTube. All you got to do is like his video, which is vlog number 1, and then email him that you want to be in. So he's doing a free drawing for all 3 of the Forrest Fenn books, which is awesome.
Well, and Craig Carter,
30 minutes.
Decoy right now lives with Copper Dan, and he's spreading some stories, and I'm not happy about it.
Decoy.
But I did let Decoy know he has been replaced. He is now an ex in my past. I now have Mike.
Decoy.
Decoy.
Maybe Decoy will make a show for the World Series of Fenn. We'll see.
Yeah, we haven't seen Leroy in a long while, so.
Thanks, Covert One. Appreciate that.
We came out of the room first at the World Series of Fenn. You mean K-Pro and her ladies did? Actually, two in your. So if you think about this, Steve Barnes won World Series of Fenn.
Right.
Steve Barnes' wife and son was on the team that won
the escape room challenge.
The escape room.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big weekend for the Barnes. I'm assuming it's all Barnes, the Barnes family, because they did pretty well.
Right.
And they were just fun to have a good time with. So I just think it's fun. They pushed us back in, but we won.
What's that all
about?
You
don't need to lie at this point. Let's not turn this ugly. There's too many people that turn fun into ugly. Steve, it's okay. You won the World Series of Fenn, for goodness sake. So,
You'll have to do the escape room again for the next World Series of Fenn. That was a lot of fun.
Definitely.
We could do an escape room while you're out here if we have time. It all depends on poker. We don't know if we're playing poker all weekend or not. So.
Hold on. It's a Sony. It's definitely a Sony.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It is a
8 gigabyte Wi-Fi. What was this?
Oh, it does have. Oh, look, there's a whole thing of attachments.
Yeah, just bring everything out here so I can check it out, please.
Okay, you can check it out, but I'm going home with it. I don't know how to know this. Balanced optical.
No. What is it? Just give the title. What is the camera?
I'm looking, Cowman. Don't you get fussy with me, mister. Handycam 16.6 megapixel Wi-Fi XAV.
Is there a gigabyte? No.
Vario sonar 20 times optical lens. I don't know. It sounded so impressive in the store. I have no idea what it is.
It should say CX something, like a number, model number or something.
CX.
Maybe on the paperwork. I don't know. Well, when she's out here, we'll probably go live from the command center. Maybe we'll show it then. I don't know.
I gotta be at the command center.
All right, everybody. I gotta go do some stuff with the boys here. Unless you want to stay on, K-Pro.
Nope. I really wanted to get Cynthia's video out, for especially kind of safety wise and all of that. So, and I'm setting up. I not only got that, but I got a tripod and I got a lighting system. I got the lighting system up, but I still got to figure it out. So, and I'm still trying to figure all this out. So, and I mean, like things like. These are, I don't know what all these do. So
trial and error.
I gotta look it up and figure it out. And so anyway.
Yeah, thanks, Chase. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. And as Chase says to all the veterans, their family members, veterans, past and present. Thank you for your service. So we'll be on normal time tomorrow night, and we hope to see you all there.
Yep.
All right, everybody. We'll see you.